Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski. In the second round of this second week, I think it is, I'm fighting Ike with a whole bunch of symbols or scratches, whatever those are, from the Wolf Pack. He's got a very good legacy lifetime. Looks like a pretty strong player, 8.6 mil, so has a bit of GP over me. And I'm finally starting to get to the point, I feel, where this is the first opponent in a while where I actually feel like I have a strong strategic opponent. I'm around 4k rating at the moment and rank, I believe I was somewhere in the 160, 170 range. There it is, 168. So I'm finally starting to feel like, oh, these people actually put in some measure of effort, because the last rounds have just been people who do the same over and over. And now I'm finally starting to run into people like this who have a very diverse defensive history. I didn't have a ton of time to scout yesterday and prepare in general. It's not an excuse because I just don't think I'll be able to win this anyway. I can just say that straight up. But in the limited time that I had, I really noticed that he varies his defense so much that it's hard to pin him down. So I already knew he would scout me very well, and I think he came up with a really good plan. I'm really impressed with it, even though it seems so subtle. But I'll just go into the board. He has already attacked at some point, I don't know, in the early morning for me, I think it was. So one shot the front wall, which was as expected. I just wanted to drain some of his teams. And then in the back I hoped, unexpectedly, JML. So my hope was that he would end up in a JML versus JML situation and then be forced to send a burner to take the F-Lux. But it seemed like he did fine. He did get very low banners on it, so I wonder if he actually had SEE left over at the end there, and then just had to use a whole team to make sure that he wouldn't get taken down through the true damage. So that's also a possibility. Maybe he used something else, I don't really know, but either way he one-shot it, which is means my plan failed. It wasn't super elaborate, but didn't work out. They don't always work out, especially when an opponent's smart enough to look through it. But he did actually change things up. So historically he always keeps 4 GLs on defense, and now for the first time in a long time he has changed it up significantly. I think the only thing that gave him trouble was the negotiator fleet here. That's about it. So those are kind of all the banners I have to play with, and I'm really not confident I'll be able to one-shot him. I wasn't from the beginning when I looked at him, because it's just a very good player, and I would definitely need some more time to figure out how to beat someone like this, because I don't run into them a whole lot. So he's gone with a lot of unusual compositions for his history, and it's, from my perspective, also why I said JML, because if you look at my history, it's kind of the last thing that you would expect. So it definitely threw a curveball for him, but he still got through it anyway. So these teams, like, obviously you can pair Hux there with Qui-Gon Jinn, because they both kind of need Bad Batch. So it's like a nice little combination. It also confirms for me that I know he doesn't have SLK in the back, probably has it on offense, but I was expecting that anyway against me. And then down here he has just Rey, so only one Galactic Legend, and it's a pretty interesting mind game because he could have a variety of GLs in the back. I highly doubt this is his only GL. It's a possibility, but if that's what he did, then he scored somewhat poorly on the ground teams, even though we dropped a bunch on fleets. Like, he could have done better in that case. So there's definitely some GLs back there, but it's these 3 teams here, what I was referring to, that he's done really well, that I was quite impressed with. The EP Vader Mara Shore Nest team in particular almost never gets set. It's a really tricky combination because his Darth Vader, if it's willing to load, is like 309 speed. So after all of the bonuses, it just becomes an insanely fast Vader. CLS kind of becomes the only thing that can outrun it still, and Nest is there to block that. I believe it's a slow Nest anyway. It's got some speed, but I think you would probably time out on it anyway. So, and even if you don't, it's just there in the middle to make you doubt, like, do I want to risk that or not? And then next to that is Maul with Droideka anyway, and the Droideka has 250 speed. So after its speed bonus, it actually starts at 375. It gets plus 50% speed at the start. And that would immediately trigger Maul, who then unloads on your team and absolutely decimates you. So I think these 3 teams are with a dash as well that boosts Queel by another 20 and then pushes him up to 369. They're really well done because like if you just look at me as a player, it's tricky for me to have the midfield teams to be able to compete with these, while then also keeping enough Galactic Legends for the back. So he wants to put pressure on me there to either use a Galactic Legend or to go a bit too cheaply and fail on one of these, and if I do fail, then it's already game over from there on out. So he set a very balanced board, one of the best I have faced in a while. As a result, like, I'm just not expecting to pull off a win here. And there's also the possibility that he has gas in the back actually, because he wants to drain my CLS here through a bunch of teams. I could also run CLS on the Dash team, for example. But if I run that and I run SCE on Ray, then a gas team in the back along with another Galactic Legend could actually already be pretty annoying. So I'm just gonna head in and get it done, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the win. But nonetheless, I'm really gonna try. Let's see if I can still pull it off, but I think like the trap is essentially set, and I don't think any kind of changes that I can make would influence the outcome, because I don't really see a combination of teams I can use against his that will alter the outcome here. So in this case here, you first have to stun Droidica, because otherwise Maul is just immediately going to get going with Canderous filling up turn meter after Maul's AoE. And you actually even get the kill. Depends a bit on the Droidica, obviously. I'll do this here. So this is where they're going to get going, and my team gains a bunch of turn meter and maxes. So that's why it's also important when CLS moves, you don't want to stand swap, because once Canderous gets going, he feeds you so much turn meter that it can end up looking pretty badly. I definitely don't want to back out of this. Dispel that stuff on Maul. So with an AoE here, I can kill off 2. Not really any reason not to do that. So it's not like he's not, you know, this is the typical type of team. You're not expecting it to get holds at this level. You're just purely using it to draw the team. So that's why when you see it, you also know, okay, I'm gonna have some trouble in the back, because people don't set this lightly in a specific spot like this. Now on the EP team, I was thinking, like, could I use Grievous there? It should in theory work, because Vader would certainly trigger my team. But the trick is, of course, if Mara Jade maxes and then I get stunned all over, I get tenacity down, I could certainly get turn meter trained down on a couple of my characters. So banner-wise, it would get very ugly, that's for sure. And then, yeah, it's a bit of a banner match. If I drop any battles at all, there would be trouble. So I'm not sure that's the way I want to go. So the likely answer there is that I have to use gas, but then indeed if he has gas in the back along with GLs, then I have some serious issues. So I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do there. Anyway, I'll use this bunch here. Another interesting trick for him could be to still set SLK anyway, if I am to use this team. Which is like, yeah, if you look at this, it's kind of a no-brainer to use. And that's exactly why such a trap could work. But you can speculate all day, like, what kinds of things people can pull off, and you can never control all of it. Oh, this is gonna hurt, because I don't have Jolie. Alright, let's dispel the tank here. And I'm gonna swap the JKL, I think, because I have to clear out the dazes here. Stun everyone. Okay, got the ability block on some of them. Yeah, that's quite alright. Definitely want to trigger Beskar Mando, but I have to be careful of my JKR. I hope I can kill him off here before he gets the birds. Nope. Well, alright. Old Ben still took it. It's not looking too great, but I think from here on out I can salvage it. However, he gets the prepared back immediately after the kill. So maybe the right call was actually to go for dash. Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink this and take a second, because I'm still sleepy. Like, this week has been pretty busy. So I need to not screw this up, but I also need to not time out. So let's think here. Like, Vandor has to go, that's the trick here. I might have already screwed this up. Let's do a heal. Get a stun on you. Okay, you got that. That's good. Swap over to Hermit Yoda. I need to get that direct focus back and start going for Vandor. Ooh, that's a great hit. Actually, like, it's a great hit, but it's really not what I wanted. However, I get to bail myself out here. The timing was a bit off there. Anyway, he's gone, that's good. Let's ability block Queel. Even though IG is gonna cleanse it because he's ahead there. I would prefer to not lose the match on this particular battle. That would be a bit stupid. I think I'll put it on Old Ben. Who knows, maybe I can save him. Oh, that's looking bad. Stun him. And I'll use this here. I want to keep JKR around. Swap over to Hermit Yoda to get another... Well, I don't really need to heal here, but I'm going to put it up for the foresight, actually. Stun everyone. Great timing there. I could have actually used that to dispel, but I'll go for Beskar Mando here. So I need to get him out. Wow, just taking that little breather there, that definitely helped me. Because I was completely derailing this fight. Look at Old Ben now, he's like, I'm gonna actually get high banners on this at the current rate. So, glad I took that. Definitely not the right way I wanted to start it. If I would do it again, I would definitely go for like Vandor right from the start. I could probably top up while going for IG at the end. I don't want to overthink this too long anymore. It's a bit wasted, but I'll get through IG. That's not going to be the problem. It's funny because in the end the result is just going to say like, oh, fantastic banners, but in reality it was completely moronic. So no clue at all if this is going to work. It might be a horrible call, but I'm making it anyway. Gas would have been the safe play, but yeah, as I said, I'm concerned he might have it in the back. Oh, he already goes into Merciless? Just from the Crush? I thought the Crush would make my B2 overtake him, but I guess not. Alright, well, this is about all I'm gonna get here. Or not. Let's see if I can get this on Mara Jade. Newt hasn't gone down yet. Yeah, I was hoping I would be able to turn it around here, and once Mara is down it's pretty easy. Alright. I just wasn't expecting the Merciless. That I would get the B2 AoE off there. Let's see if I can get him out. Now if he does have SE in the back, then well played. I was just looking at his... what's it called? His Marauder under Darth Revan in the other zone, and I figured... Don't really see any sets that with SE. Maybe that's the exact thing he wants me to fall for, or maybe I'm overanalyzing as I sometimes do. I'm just gonna go for sure here. And this should be the kill. Alright, for decent banners too, gas obviously gonna be a 60 at best. So the raid team, that one has me most worried, because you really need to bring a ton of stuff with SE to safely get through that. So let's see if I can make that work. And even then there's like... That's just the ridiculous part of BB-8 going into Illuminated Destiny, or Resistance Hero Finn swapping back to Rey right after you don't have a lot of protection, and then Rey just ults you out. Alright, Link, Resistance Hero Finn and Rey. And then later on I can swap. Because there's definitely time to do that. Hopefully some characters manage to survive. Alright, I got the 3 stacks, that's what I was hoping for. It's one of the benefits of bringing so many tanks. Especially if they're all gear 12. Eventually one of them has to drop to around where I'm at. Or around where I need them to be, rather. Oh, I have to focus on her, alright. Please don't take everyone out before the ult. Can this... I'm pretty sure this can stick. I mean, it shouldn't matter much, but... No, it doesn't. Okay. I thought she had one of those weird, unresistible ones, but I guess not. I don't want to hit the other characters. They're just gonna counter me. So let's stick with Ray. And this is where the stress begins. Alright, relink is available. I'll go into ult first because I need to track Rage Edit Training's healing immunity. Okay, she does her wave now, and there's the healing immunity, and there's the Illuminated Destiny. And Ray is about to go into ultimate here, so this is where things mess up. I'm not happy. She's even beating me to a turn. And I am ability blocked, so this is where I die. It's sad, man. That is sad, that's game over, like I'm taking out nothing here. Just barely beat me to a turn. Anyway, basic. I can relink, but it's not gonna... Unless they... No, not even. I was gonna say unless they swap to Ray, but that was not even a thing. I'll just preload it, it's whatever. That's... I mean, it's the risk of playing this match, but given how many tanks I brought there, I feel like that should have worked. Doesn't matter what I feel, though. So with that messed up, he could have, like he could still have Lord Vader in the back, he could still have a bunch of other things, I'll just have to open it up and see. But it's basically game over. No, I'm not going to run gas on this. If you're one of those people who wants the 10% chance of it working, by all means, go ahead and do that. I'm just not going to blow another team on it. That's, yeah, pretty pointless. So I'll just run SLK, I think. Alright, health tech on SLK. Tank tech doesn't do that much for him, he doesn't have that much protection. Let's stun this guy. Pass this and do an AoE, I'm not gonna hit too much, but... Oh. Scrap that part. No point in tank tech on Kylo Ren Unmasked, because he's about to eat a whirlwind, so I will probably just hand out the tank tech. I don't really want to feed Mastery to Rey. It's not going to do much for me. Oh, actually, interesting. This is really nice for me, because it saves me taking one more whirlwind. I'll do the... I mean, given the situation I'm in, I might as well just put more of them in damage immunity. Or kill? Weird. Alright, that's good. So that's 3 whirlwinds in one. But she actually goes into ult, so... surprising. I think I'll stun him too. Get some speed up. No, I didn't overtake her. That would have been handy. And everyone actually survived. It's basic here. And is there any chance at all of taking her out? I don't think so. Yeah, and then I lose 3. Of course. Could have maybe held that ult until hers, but I think I can get her out before it gets to that. So let's pass a turn here. She can't lifeblood here. Alright, let's see what he had in the back. I hope it's something that I wasn't going to be able to beat anyway, because then I don't feel so irritated about the SCE loss there. So let's see, I hope it's something super impressive and way out of my range, and it looks like he had the same idea with JML. I had a feeling, I actually forgot to mention that at the start, like, if you look at his history, the one thing he's never done is set JML on defense. That was always the one GL he kept on offense. So if you have an opponent like this who likes to scout stuff, then the odds of doing, like, you know, this rare thing that you never do are pretty high. And the SE is actually there, and I forgot about armor. If I had remembered that, then I could have used gas in the front, because I forgot that he, in one match, liked to sub out one of the Sith for armor, just for that random wildcard element. But I totally forgot, so didn't see that coming. So as you can hear by my voice, I feel pretty good about this one. Surprising JKR as well with Zalbar there. Nice, this is pretty cool. So I'm just going to run gas on JML then to see how that goes. I believe the win rates are pretty low. I believe I was looking at it yesterday just for pretty much my own defense, because I also set JML. So for gas, it's actually 60% win rate against the JML. I wonder if it's the Relic 9 there that does the job to make it really tricky. And then I'm also curious how he got such low banners on my JML, what Galactic Legend he used. If it would, maybe it was SLK then. Could very well be, because there's no way Lord Vader or JMK does that poorly. Okay, let's try. So, in case you're curious about the modding, 568 speed, 141k protection, and yeah, Relic 8 JKL is not gonna help my case. So I suspect that similar to Gas versus Ray, you want to hold the form up, and you're gonna be ability blocked in almost all the cases anyway, but you want to hold that until Gas gets toppled, which happens almost instantly anyway. The level of control over my team is a huge issue though. I don't think I'm really going to get anywhere here. He goes into ult, hopefully I stand up before I get obliterated. Not bad. Crit everyone please. Nice Rex. Yeah, and the F-Lux is already back, like, he's not really going to do much. I hope they keep going around the taunt though. I think that's how the team works. I didn't bother to look up a video because, yeah, it's fairly straightforward. This is what happens. You get ability blocked or you don't. And then from there on out the AI is maybe stupid and tries to go for the clones around Gas, giving you time to build up offense and to get rid of JML's protection. And then when you do that, you maybe have a chance to pick someone off. It is, however, wildly unlikely at this Relic level JML, which is also why I'm not expecting a win there. So I guess against like Relic 7 or 8 it might take a couple more hits to topple him and then you have a better chance. But this is going to be the end for JML, the end for Gas. I wish. Alright, cool. That was interesting to see, for me anyway. Hope for you as well. And I was also like long overdue for a loss here because I've just been winning against people I have no business to win against, only because they can't be bothered. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's focus on the round for a bit. Boost the turn meter here. Alright, take out Bastilla Fallen. I'm gonna clear... No, I'm gonna put defense down on Sith Marauder, if it lands. Oh yeah, he's got a ton of tenacity at this point actually, so never mind. Fortunately, you can't resist that. Talon's Relict. So I am probably just going to go for Malak here. It doesn't matter if he drains me. I'll clear this one. Group attack him out. Open up Talon. That sounds brutal in a way. It's been a while since I fought someone who sets GK here. Only barely outrun this guy. GK starts taunting, 2 of the stuns get dropped, and General Anakin's gonna take a turn just after me. It's not what I like to see. But actually it stuck around. Okay, never mind. Swap over to you. Alright, he's gone. But now if I kill Kenobi, that's when Anakin gets triggered anyway. And clears out most of my team. Wow, Wrecker is crazy. But this is probably not going to work out. They still have the offense now, so... probably about to die here. Oh, interesting, sir. He's gonna counter that. That's not what I want to see. This will stun, because I have the Furious. Or not. Oh, it was just... oops. That was 1 stack. That was not 10 stacks. Fury is the name, actually. My bad. Sorry, Wrecker. I pretty much blew this. But you can see once the loss kicks in, then yeah, I need to do a better job. But I'm just immediately like, whatever, I'll just throw my teams at this. I want to see ships. Don't even care. One thing I can still do before I get there, I should get there, is running my Lord Vader on one of these. Now, if I would have done things a bit different, like I could have, if I had a decent Maul Mandalorians team, then I could have ran that against SE instead. And then I could have used Lord Vader on JML. However, I don't. Like my Mandalorians are just not there. For Gear 7 Canderous, I haven't been able to make it a priority. So let's just do this instead. In theory it works. I'm pretty curious about the practice. So SE obviously can't link. And it's mostly a question mark of if Armor is going to put 3 stacks of Beskar in SE or if it goes on someone random. But she's definitely going to get them out. Okay, they go on Sidious. The first time anyway. Definitely want Armor to go down to dots before that's more than once. Alright, City is gone. Good. Without Sidious there's also no healing immunity, so... makes the whole thing a lot safer. But that's essentially a gamble. I think if SE gets the 3 stacks of Beskar, it's probably a timeout. Or maybe my own healing immunity here would then help out, do the job. Not too sure though. Alright, I'm just gonna hit auto here. There's not a lot to do. Alright, that's actually pretty underwhelming. Nice banners though. Actually, before doing that, I would like to fight the JKR team with my Night Sisters. I recall doing this a long time ago and being way out-relicked. incredibly dicey fight, so why not do something fun? Oh, immediately for Daka. Oops. Can't hit anyone here. Plague is going to be really annoying. Like, Zalbar definitely makes it a bit anti-Night Sister. So I don't have a lot of dispels either. I want to heal Talzin here to not lose her just yet. Let's wait with that a little bit longer. I'll use my big hit as a dispel. Pretty sad. Okay, now I'm gonna leave... Oh, actually she's not dead yet. Never mind. I was gonna say next one she goes down, I'll leave her there. To stack some health. Alright, he wasted that. That's good. Perfect if they go for Spirit, that's actually ideal for me. Though Talzin's also not bad, but kinda nice to be able to spread her Plague as well. That, however, is not good. Please. Oof, I got really lucky she didn't get stunned there. Whoa, 109k. I was not seeing that one coming. I could maybe stun someone else here, but I thought I might be able to burn the Savior the most. Well, the easiest on Grandmaster Yoda. Clear the Foresight. Jolie's probably gonna have his revive back once I kill someone. Maybe a revive was better there. Let's do it now. You kind of want to balance that out, like leaving 2 dead against this many relics like I'm fighting. Not a great idea. Have to know the limits of your team a bit, because my Daka hasn't stacked that much yet. And if they would decide to direct focus her or ability block, then the fight's gonna get pretty dicey. Oof, I even got a stun there. That's normally not supposed to happen on Jolie. He's got a ton of tenacity if you mod him well. So I'm not sure if that was super lucky or a lack of modding on his end. Alright, well, it's not going to be great on banners, but nice to try it out nonetheless. Well, let's try something messed up then. All depends on whether I get F-luxed in the face. Yes. Alright. It was worth a try, I guess. But this is already over. Yeah. Can I just take a turn and back out? Thank you. So many people request this, like, just let me retreat button. Because you're like watching the animations. It's okay, I'm done. I believe you. Alright, let's test this out. I didn't even look if it works. I have absolutely no clue. Really, I just want to, like in some cases, I just want to see if I can figure stuff out on the go. Because I'm so used to over-preparing on these things, like looking up whether a counter works, checking a video if I've never done it, all of that kind of stuff. Just because I like to, but yeah, then that's always what you're doing, I suppose. And then sometimes you don't get that raw experience, I guess. I'm thinking here the AoE is going to be a bit tricky to take, and the taunt is just going to get dispelled, so let's just basic on Hux. Somewhat harmless. Oh, I also hit the other guy. I won't gate Termeter from Queel until Well, actually, he just regained advantage, never mind. So I'll go for the shock slash stun here. Dispel all of that. No ability block on Hux. I guess he has the high tenacity build. Now I can turn meter boost and Beskar Mando is ready. So let's take out Sith Trooper and probably 3 others. Yep, 2 others. Okay, so works really nice. It's not the most complicated fight in the world. I'm certainly not imagining anything here. It's just one I never ever considered to run. Never saw anywhere. Never bothered to look up. So that makes it nice to try and see what happens. Boba. What am I gonna do there? Probably just my bounty hunters. So I threw Gideon away on checking whether JML's Efflux was on cooldown. I could have also sent in a burner and just legitimately checked, but my team wasn't gonna sustain the damage, so... kind of a wasted test in that case though. Like, if I'm gonna make you watch that, then at least I owe you doing it properly, I guess. So sorry for that. Let's get this one on Boba. Don't really want to be ability blocked or not. Completely optional. I will take out Boba, I think. He's probably the most annoying character. See if I can stun Fennec. Nope. Then Aura is probably gone in a sec here. Hit you. Not enough turn meter or something. Another stun chance, and I got it now. Awesome. Operation Save Aura is how this feels. Stun you before I get more detonators. Nope. Oh, I accidentally called Bosk there, I think, even though I was pretty sure I targeted Aura. Ah, there she goes, dang it. Operation failed. Not gonna get my feet banners. Oh, I'm so done with Conquest, man. Let's not go there. Alright, clean this up. What's a nice cleanup here? My Omicron Wampa. I don't think Wampa can make it. Let's test. Healing immunity, armor shred. 1 hit, dead. Counter? Not even a kill? Are you out of your mind? Oh well. That was uneventful. My own Jerena Anakin Kia de Mundi. Literally whatever. If this loses, then I'm done. I might be done. Okay, swapped. That's something. Healing immunity, please, or whatever. Done. Alright, let's see those fleets. I'm curious what he did. Okay, same he usually does. Alright, Negotiator with Rex, and I'm using Rebels, which I don't believe I've done in recent history. So let's see how that goes. Gotta go for Anakin first here and hope for some good assists and no dodges, which apparently is not a thing. Alright, they burned the loyalty. I gotta get rid of that buff immunity. Now go back over to Anakin to burn the loyalty again, but I got no assist, so that is probably not happening. Not good. I will still bring in Cassian. Gotta at least try. Kind of annoying I won't be able to dispel Anakin. And my Millennium Falcon's just been sitting there. I wonder if an AoE could do the job, or at least get him lower. And now he's gonna come out to play. Let's see if I can get blow out and low anyway, so that I don't trigger Anakin twice. Do this. Brutal. Yeah, start there was really poor. That's completely blowing this up. Not looking good. Looking really good. Questions even if I want to preload this. I probably do. They just used the group attack a moment ago. But it's bound to be back in a second. Yeah, that was awful. I'm glad the rest messed up, because this was not the way it's supposed to go. But that didn't work out. Well, I mean, since I'm here anyway, let's just run the finalizer. If we're gonna mess around, then let's mess around. I did just use up Cassian. Shouldn't be a problem. I haven't done a lot of testing with it, so I might actually lose this one, and I don't have rebels to clean up, but it's whatever. I got pretty lucky for my Echelon because I farmed with the 200 crystal refreshes a day to 60 out of 65 shards for the 5th star, and then I just bought one of those 12.99 crystal packs to get 7 shards, and that got me there. I just felt like it was a must, and I really hope they don't nerf it, because it's not going to be easy. It's not easy to use in general. But once you get it down, obviously it's pretty consistent. And the nice part about it is the high chance of taking out Xanadu Blood. So let's see if I can pull it off here. I'll be surprised if I do, but might as well show it in case you haven't seen it yet. I certainly didn't come up with this counter, and I hope I remember all the steps because I haven't had time to practice in the last few days. So just the basic there. TIE Echelon should normally seen he survives that, so the fact that it didn't happen already shows that this dude has more relics than my average opponent. So normally seen now I would have boosted the Echelon, and then it would have done a group attack on the Mandalorian or the Razor Crest, whatever. That is not a thing. I can't ability block Bosk anymore because they are going to definitely call him to assist to cleanse that, which I can just show you. I mean, this run is already dead anyway, so I might as well just use that. In case you're thinking of doing that, either of those ships almost certainly calls him, and they even kill Silencer here. So I would like to check the relic levels on his ships. I'll just like finish the attempt here, so I'm gonna hit Xanadu Blood once. I'd like it to end soon before their group attack. So, like, I don't want to bring in another ship, so I'm just gonna basic. It needs to end here. Literally don't care, mate. Just get it done. Alright. So let me check. So there's got to be a limit up to what extent Xanadu Blood and Razor Crest I can take. So his is Relic 7. Shouldn't specifically be a problem. And Cat only Relic 5. That's really weird. I never encountered this in my testing. Same relic levels, and then Echelon always survives those. Anyway, interesting test. Glad it didn't matter. Alright, they start with that heal. I think I'll save the cleanse. Not much point in cleansing something that's literally about to die. Okay, that's a nice surprise. I would really like to just finish the whole fleet with this team though. I don't want to need another cleanup because I quite frankly don't have it. And the way it's looking, I should have a decent shot at that, so let's keep going. Could have also waited there and get another vulture in. Might not have been a bad call. But yeah, I made this one. So I'm wasting an enormous amount of time on the Houndstooth here. And still no ult in sight. Alright, there it is. So definitely want to kill IG, I think, here. Because he's got those Buzzroids. Spec out Bosk. Great. I'm very curious, definitely gonna review the finalizer footage. To see if I took more damage there as well than I have in my other runs. I know Xanadu Blood did the double hit, but I also had plenty of that in the limited testing that I did, and I was okay in those cases. So, really curious what was different here. How do I go for the Negotiator? That's the big question. Okay, let's see what the preload has in store for me today. The tank survives, that is something. I actually like that, that was good. That is very helpful for me. So now I don't need to burn it twice. This is going to be the group attack. I don't have a dispel, but this is the dispel. So I think I should use it. Save the group attack if I even make it that far. See if I can burn Anakin. Which you don't really do by putting a foresight, but alright. Our Rex gets a taunt. Dispel that. And this is going to be the group attack. Come on, AoE him out. Dude. Literally, someone just needs to breathe in his direction. But he's still in stealth. And my only AoE here is from the Falcon, so that's not looking too good. I'll just spec just for the Radus ultimate. Yeah, and Millennium Falcon is 100% dead here. But I'm making it decently far, so very nice. And Sunfac comes in. Sadly, it doesn't use the stun. Oh well. I thought it would. Might as well spec, it's not going to do as much, but once 5s is down, I got this. Alright, that wasn't too shabby. So my final score is ugly and pathetic. But a well-deserved win for my opponent. I really don't mind losing to such a player. He did a phenomenal job. And I wish him luck in the finals. And I'll be curious what I fight in the final round. So see ya and thank you for watching.